Good morning, everybody. My name is Adana Miller Mahavir. I'm from the W Pentecostal Church and one of the leaders of the DPC dance troupe. And this morning we have with us
Nichola Harvey-Mitchell.
Yes, she's from the We Say Y.E.S organization. That is the charity that 2LJ is supporting this year for our concert on October the 18th, so don't you miss it. Good morning, Miss Harvey, and how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. And how are you?
I am fine as well. So can you tell us a little bit about your organization and what would have motivated you to start?
Wow. We Say Y.E.S organization started back in 2012. It was February, just after Whitney Houston died. And I'm happy to some extent. It feels kind of, I don't know if the word is nostalgic, the fact that the church is now willing to give back to We Say Y.E.S as an organization. Because when, in 2012, I was kind of praying to God very early in the morning about how can I support, how can I help what was happening in my community. I'm from East Port of Spain, I'm from Laventille, Overdale exact. And at that point in time, there was a lot of youth crime, violence, gang warfare, and stuff like that. And one of the things I was saying, as somebody who was educated in Trinidad and Tobago, how can I help? Okay. And I was praying to God, how can I help? And he said, I got a voice distinctly saying, turn on the television. And when I turned on the television, there was a program called Accelerator. It was this young African-American girl who wanted to get more Afro-Americans into Silicon Valley. And she created a structured program. So I said to God, I said, God, are you saying I need to create a structured program for young persons? And the answer was yes.
Okay.
And from that day onwards, everything for this program came to us without much fight, without much challenges, I must say. So I think this was God-led, and I think I obeyed his word, and hence the reason We Say Yes. And I'll tell you more about it as we go along. But that's how We Say Yes. We Say Yes started as a vision from God on the 11th of February 2012. And by the 7th of April 2013, we launched initially what we call the pilot program, the YES program. And the YES stands for Youth Entrepreneurship for Self-Empowerment.
Okay. But we thank you for saying yes to God and being
Yes.
obedient to his word. So what are some of the projects that you are currently working on?
All right, so before we go to projects, I wouldn't call our program a project.
Okay.
I would say a program. And why it is because the program is exposing young persons to what we call entrepreneurship and self-empowerment. That is not a one-off thing.
Yeah.
And that's why we don't like to consider it a project.
Okay.
We consider it a program. It's a 6-year program that allows children to be exposed from basics of entrepreneurship and knowing who they are, where they're from, what can I do, into tapping into their talents and potential, what I call their God-given talents and potential. You know, children, one of the things with the educational system, you know, we just say they're successful because they got their O-levels or they pass SEA, or we used to call it common entrance long time. But we say that children have so much talents in various areas, like you all in dance, and how you can convert that into business.
Right.
You could singing. So we go through, we use Howard Gardner's multiple intelligences to then develop programs in our 2nd and 3rd year, which we call the tapping into talents and potential. So first year of the program is the basics of entrepreneurship and self-empowerment. It's about a 12-month program, and then we go into longer programs, which is like 3-month modules of tapping into word and communication, tapping into creative arts, tapping into theater arts, tapping into STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math, tapping into sports, tapping into caring and nurturing. And then we take them into, that's about 2 years, 3 years, and then we take them into what we call continued development path, which is helping them now get into their own projects, either within their community, their career projects, or even entrepreneurship themselves.
Okay, it sounds lovely.
That's the program.
So what are some of the communities you serve in, and at what age groups do you all target?
Good question. The age group we target 5 to 16.
Okay, 5
to 16 plus, and we target the at-risk communities. Because I'm from Laventille, obviously I start home, right? So it's from Laventille, so you have Upper Laventille, Lower Laventille, East Drive, Riverside, you have Mango Rose, you have Gonzales, we have children coming from John, Beverly Hills, Beetham, Sealots. We also started in Arima, so we have Pinto Road, Arima, we have La Joquita, we have Calvary, we also have children on the East-West corridor in St. Augustine. So we went into the areas that we considered at risk.
Okay.
At risk of socio-economic issues that they may have, and therefore this will not be a program they will automatically get into or be free for them. So it's free for them altogether. So we sponsor everything.
So where do you all have these locations? Is it in a community center?
Right.
Is it something like that?
Our base right now is at Cipriani Labour College in Valsayn. Previously, we were at UE Roy Tech on Charlotte Street. Now our home is Cipriani Labour College. And every Saturday, between the hours of 3:15 to about 5:30, we have our sessions with the children. We go for the children. If you don't go for them, they will not automatically come. So we have transport. So we contract maxi taxis that will go into these various communities, pick up the children at their location, at central locations, and bring them there, and then transport them back. Give them a little snack. They have T-shirts, and all of the material that they get is free of charge for them.
Okay, well, that's excellent.
Yeah.
Do you have any success stories?
Oh, we have so many success stories, but here's one of the things I tell people: we don't get success from children overnight, and we ask people whenever we ask or speak to our sponsors and what we call social tied-in partners, we tell them this is patient capital. And patient capital means when you invest in a child, you don't automatically see all of the results, the positive results one time. Because these children are coming from broken homes, they're coming from homes that are under-resourced, they go into schools that are not under-resourced, not all of them, but some of them are not, in terms of not well educated and will not pass the best schools. And therefore, when you bring them into a space like this, it is not only the technical skills that you're sharing with them, but you're also changing their psyche, their personality, and some of the issues that they would be facing on a personal level that can affect their overall aura, all right, and their personal disposition as a human being. So for us, we ask patient capital, the success stories we have. So right now we have a budding achievers. So if we started in 2013 and we're now in 2025, so it's close to 10 years that we're running. So we have an achievers WhatsApp group. We have some children who completed their tertiary education, some that started, about 5 of them that started business, active registered businesses. We have those who completed their first O-levels, those who are working. Some we gave scholarship to, some who are now program administrator for the program. So we have McKessie, who started off as one of the first youths in the program. He's now our program administrator. We're paying him on a monthly basis. We have an internship also where we pay some of those young persons to be interns, administrative interns for us, and so that we keep track of them. And that is one of the things we understand. When you're doing this kind of work, it's not overnight success. And that is why even after the program has ended for them, we continue with the continued development program, but we also have an achievers group that allows the children to still have some level of support.
Okay.
Right? Because they need support when they are transitioning from primary school to secondary school, from secondary school to tertiary school. A lot of questions come up for young people. Where am I going? What can I do? How can I get there? And therefore, if you don't have the right support to help them answer those types of questions, you can find them going back into at-risk situations.
Of course.
And for us, this is more than just a one-off. Okay. Yeah.
It sounds like you're making a big difference in these children's lives.
Yes.
So we are grateful for the program that you have started. So who are the people that work with you in this organization?
So from this structural perspective, we have a board.
Okay.
So we have a board made up of entrepreneurs, and we also have an advisory team, what we call of our senior advisors. And for me, when I started this program, I went back into my school. So I went back into my education system. So I have lecturers from UE on it. I have persons I would have interacted with. So all of the banks who would have given us some funding, some of their executives are also on the advisory committee. We have persons from Youth Business of Trinidad and Tobago, some teachers on it, and persons from different walks of life, psychologists. So we have finance, psychologists, marketing and communication as advisors. So we have a board, we have an operational team, and we have a core team that runs the program every Saturday. That's coordinating with the parents to ensure that the children come out, coordinating with the caterer to ensure that we have snacks, the transport providers and everything. So we have that core team, and ensuring that we have the materials so when the children come. So we have a full team, and we're still looking for more. We have facilitators and we have volunteers. So I'm appealing to you all. I'm watching everybody out there. I'm appealing to you all. If you have some time and you really are interested in youth development and saving a youth, you can call us at, let me make sure I have a number, 7704979, or check us out on our Facebook page, We Say Yes Organization, or you can check with the Davide Pentecostal Church, and you can get more contact from us, right? From them to get onto us. Yeah.
So I hope that you all are listening and you provide your support.
Yes, we need our volunteers.
What are some of the challenges that you all experience as an organization?
As an organization, like any non-profit organization, would be in terms of the continuity of the program. So sustainability of the program is extremely important. Sometimes when you have the vision, so it started with me, but one of the things I did is did not keep that vision to myself.
Okay.
When we started, I talked to any and everybody who is willing to listen to join, so that they understand the vision and they can continue to support the vision. So in terms of sharing the vision, getting the right sets of supporters who have the same kind of inclination to this cause to be part of it so that they could continue it. So that was one of the challenges in terms of sustainability, and so far we're doing well. Once you go over 5 years as an NGO,
yes,
and you're continuing, I think it's a good thing for us. So having the people, the right sets of people is important, right? There are times when we had to change either the persons we started with,
okay,
or even some of the operation teams, because persons would have gone on to their own individual vision or goal or projects and stuff like that. So continuity and sustainability from a human resource perspective and from a finance perspective, we always continuously looking for funding for the program so that the children that we target would come free to the program. Yeah?
Of course.
Yeah.
So how do you all fund the program?
So we have 3 layers, let me tell you. We have 3 layers of funding. We go to corporate bodies. We do self-funding, and we have individuals who contribute.
Okay.
Right, so from a corporate perspective, we would make presentations to various corporate bodies. And one of the key things for us that we have been successful at is ensuring that our providers, our corporate sponsors, we provide them with reports, but we also provide them with audited financials. We don't make joke with we take it very seriously with the finance that anybody gives us. We account for every cent, and we would share our report with them, as well as we will do external financial auditing every year for our funders. And then the individual sponsors, anybody who wants to sponsor, give any funding, whether it be in kind as well as financially, can do so, and that's what we call our individual social tie-in partners, and we would have various fundraising events. What happens is at the end of every module, we call it what we call a showcase day. We call it Hope Disguise. And we tend to sell tickets during that particular time to raise funds for the program. So that's what we call the self-funding component of our program. Yeah?
Okay, you all are very thorough, and there's a lot of transparency, so that's excellent.
Yes.
What are your hopes for the future of the organization?
That we continue to reach the at-risk children, not a one-off basis, but that we continue to provide the support that they require to be a success. To stay on the straight and narrow road, to explore all their God-given talents, to use their God-given talents and convert it into entrepreneurial opportunities for themselves, so that they could sustain themselves and don't necessarily have to rely on the government for. This is not because of the time URP and CPEP and those things, but that they can see that they have it within themselves to be great, and to use what God has given them to also multiply and to provide for themselves. And that's what we really want. I also see a dream center. It's something that has been on our plate for a little while. And a dream center is where the children could come and dream big dreams. So it's a physical space where you could set up, whether it be a bank, whether it be a restaurant, whether it be a church if they want to be a pastor, a dance place, where the children could just come and explore and they dream. It is something I saw out of Japan, and some other, Singapore has it, and it is it's a physical space where they have created for young children to come in and dream. I call it the dream center for us. Children I don't think see how far they're in their future sufficiently so that they could plan it out and stay focused on it. And I think we need to create those spaces, those safe spaces where children can dream and therefore be able to really realize their true potential.
It sounds awesome. It really sounds awesome. I wish I were a child again.
You can be. You will be invited when we create it.
So somebody who is hearing about this organization for the first time, what message would you like to leave with them?
All right, so We Say Yes stands for Youth Entrepreneurship for Self-Empowerment. Our vision is to nurture entrepreneurial youth who are confident, competent, caring, creative achievers, contributors, and leaders. That means it's not just one part of their life, but we're looking at a holistic development for children. And if you are interested in saving one life, it doesn't have to be all. If you are interested in saving one life from one of the at-risk communities in Trinidad and Tobago, then you could come and join us. If you have a Saturday, take 2 hours of those Saturdays and you could come in to us. Call us at 770-4979. Check us out on Facebook, and we have our website, www.wesayyes.organization.tt. And you could come in and you can see and you can join us, and you could be part of not just a cause, but a movement of saving at least one child at a time from the various communities of Trinidad and Tobago.
Well, thank you so much, Miss Nichola Mitchell. Thank you for coming, Mrs. Nichola Harvey-Mitchell. Thank you so much for taking the time out to come down.
Yes.
So we want everybody out there to say yes to coming to 2LJ 2025 at Queen's Hall, and to say yes to the organization.
And you'll make sure and buy your tickets. You have to buy your tickets for the Dance Show concert. Listen, they're not only supporting We Say Yes organization, but it's also a movement to support other NGOs within Trinidad and Tobago. And this is a worthy cause. Just like we are a worthy cause, they are also a worthy cause. So go out, buy your tickets, come down and support them, and be a good, faithful citizen of Trinidad and Tobago. Thank you.
Thank you so much.